Aló. Hola, Carlos.
What you're talking about. You have no idea what is real. And we all just kind of shrugged it off, and I kind of winked at the two security guards knowingly that, oh yeah, you know, the doctor's, probably just another UFO nut, but that's okay. He's a nice enough guy. So anyways, we find ourselves out at Homestead 2. Smartphone malfunctioning. Everyone's feeling these physical effects. My brothers are feeling uneasy enough that they want to leave, and they leave. They're happier driving and sitting at the airport for hours until I tell them that we're ready to fly back. And I'm finding the whole thing interesting. Well, as we're all discussing kind of the history of Skinwalker Ranch and the homesteads, we proceed to kind of get our phones out to take some pictures. I felt like it was a good photo opportunity. And lo and behold, my phone's dead. It had previously been at 80% charge. My phone's completely dead. Eric Bard's phone that had recorded that where he had screen captured the anomaly, the strange colors and flashing, was dead. The others' phones were dead. So we didn't have our cameras. So I thought, darn, well, we better go take them back to the ranch house and plug them in and let them charge up, but we don't want to disrupt our day because of it. It was very frustrating. And so we took the phones back, put them in chargers, and then we proceeded to return back out to the old homesteads. This time we drove all the way back out to Homestead 3, which is beyond Homestead 2, and it's a single structure. It's pretty haunting looking. And we pull up around the backside of the structure. This is October 14th of 2016. And we all pile out and we all walk around the other side. And again, we're looking at the landscape and everyone's visiting and having a good experience. I mean, my brothers have left and returned to the airport, awaiting a call, hours later. And we're just visiting. And after about 10 minutes, I asked, well, where's George, the big guy, the security, the 6'6" security professional that was there wasn't present, and for some reason we kind of lost track of him. And everyone said, well, when we all piled out of the open air Polaris, UTV, the Ranger, no one really paid attention. I said, well, let me go try to find him. So I proceed to walk around to the back of the Homestead 3, to find George. And right as I'm coming around the corner in this grass area where we'd parked it, and the vehicle being off in the distance, it was as if something cupped my ears. It was all of my hearing was impacted. It was as if I walked into a soundproof room. Have you ever been into an anechoic chamber or a soundproof room?
I have.
And that sensation, the only thing you can do to simulate it right now is by cupping your ears.
It's like a frequency change.
Yeah, all of the ambient noise disappears. And I thought it was the strangest thing. It was the strangest sensation. And then I see off in the distance, standing fully upright, this 6'6" giant of a man in the back of this UTV. And I thought, that's odd. So I yell his name, George. And I can hear kind of muffled. It's almost like yelling underwater. I thought that was strange. And I proceed to walk to get closer, and he's not responding. And as I near the vehicle and shout his name again, he's standing upright with his eyes closed. And right as I'm nearing the vehicle, all of the ambient noise, all of the sound comes back.
Oh my god. Oh, that's some crazy experience, man.
Hey, listen, this is so important, y'all. Real quick. I've been doing some studying, and let me flip this camera around. Okay, so I typed this out because I really wanted y'all to see that this is not something that I'm just coming up with. This is the beginning of the curriculum that I started. The power of words, shaping our reality, and positive thinking. Intro, impact, reprogramming, creating positive reality. But I got to get to something because I just feel the need to tell you this right now. The word children, children. Children is made from two words, children, to chill something. Chill means unpleasant or even to or frightened so, okay? So just that word beginning, chill, unpleasant. Why would we want to call our Ren, the angels that came through us, anything that has to do with something being unpleasant or frightened? Ren, now this is the thing, in English language, English grammar, Ren is not found. You have to look in the Eastern languages to find Ren, which means the untarnished, perfect, clean, good, benevolent, loving nature of a zygote. A zygote is what the spirit or Ren flows into at the time of creation of birth. This is an Egyptian word. So when we calling our children, we're calling them a chilled Ren, an unpleasant or frightened spirit. And so for Ren, the Ren did not belong to the man, but came out of the celestial waters to enter an infant in the hour of his birth and might not stir again until it was time to go back. A Ren, you guys, is a hot spirit. That's why they want to chill our Ren. And if you keep going down, the word kid came from the word kidling, which also means killing. Kid is not a native English word. It is early borrowing from Old Norse kid, which means young goat. And its descendants can still be found in modern Scandinavian languages. Killing, literally kidling, in Swedish also meaning young goat. This term has been used in reference to children only. This is a word they gave us to call our offspring, to call out an animal spirit in them, to kill their spirit, to chill their spirit, y'all. And even the word baby. The word baby is a word that is used as a pet name for animals. They're using these animal spirits in our Ren, and we have to change our language if we want to make a difference. Peace and love.
Oh my god. Well, but always play job.
Age 5, you go to school, and school is fun because you make friends, but school is hard because they give you homework. Those things turn into a job. Maybe that job becomes a career someday, and before you know it, you've learned quite a few things. You've met quite a few people. Maybe you find someone or a group of people you want to spend your time with, and your life is looking pretty great, but it's looking pretty full. You see, one thing grown-ups are always good at is remembering to fill our calendars. And one thing we're terrible at is leaving enough room for wonder. But not you all. You're different, because you're watching a grown man play with a puzzle. To be okay with not having it all figured out, and that's all I ask of you tonight. It's not going to take much effort, just a little shift in your perspective. But if you're willing to play, I promise you, it will be fun. But most importantly, you will find that in the midst of all that great stuff, it is still quite possible to leave yourself just enough room for wonder. And if you're willing to go on the journey with me tonight, well, then I'm going to try to show you some things that before tonight maybe seemed impossible.
Check this video out, y'all. This video was sent to me. Now, this is in Camp Pendleton, California, which is a military base. So it is heavily guarded out there. Check this out. Look what is going on here, you guys. There is something over the ocean. Look at it. Looks like a huge city in the sky. Look at this. It looks like a huge city in the sky. Do you see that? It's like another world. Look at this. Look at that. Do you see the definition in that? Look. So he puts the entrance right here, right? And he sees people walking up the stairs. Look at these stairs. Do you see that? It looks like there's souls walking. Look. It's like a whole nother world out. It's like the city in the sky, y'all. Look at that. What the? Oh, wow. Look at this. And then on top of it too, And then they put so much stuff in the atmosphere to obstruct the view. But you can clearly see there is something there. Wow. It looks like this huge city in the sky, y'all. Oh my goodness. What do y'all think of this? You guys remember the videos of seeing cities in the sky of China? Look at this, is no different. This is the new heaven coming onto earth. This is literally the new heaven coming onto earth, y'all. And they're hiding it from us. Oh, wow. Just look at that. It's another dimension, yo. Oh. What a time to be alive, y'all. What a time to be alive. So let me know what you guys think about this video. I just think this is so interesting. There is a lot going on in this video and they are hiding something. Obviously, we can see this because this is not normal. We see this in our skies all the time, y'all. Wow. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Like, share, and follow for more videos like this. You already know what to do, y'all. We're getting this shift. Let's get it. Peace in.
Oh, what's happening, man? Are you having visitors from space?
I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but I'm a little concerned. Okay, hold on. What is going on? Is this just friendly, like hanging out? Or are we about to... I can't quite get a read on this. Are these two besties going for an evening stroll together? Like, what is going on? That body language tells me otherwise. What is this? Turkey, do you think that you can... Oh, Turkey. Oh, Turkey. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. Oh, whoa, bro.
Oh man, see, these animals also understand love in incredible ways. And they found the entrance of the Eden Garden in some place here. Some place on earth. Let's see. The Eden Garden. Eden or Eden. Look at this entrance here. Some crazy tunnel here from who knows where, and oh my god. It looks pretty long here. People from the past now. How was the writing? How could they do writing inside here? You see? There must have been a lot of darkness, or maybe they had to put on fire all the time. This is crazy. Oh, and this one is a pretty long tunnel. Oh, these guys must have done a lot of work, you see? Good vibes and much love for watching up to this one, man. And just in case you've forgotten or didn't catch my name, it's me, your guy, Y311H, you see? Straight out of Africa, man, with lots of love and good vibes. Hit the like button, man, and help spread this love to the whole world. See, leave some comment, tell us where you're watching from, and always be peaceful to one another and forgiving. Peace, man.
If you yawn for just 5 seconds, that duration of 5 seconds of yawning, probably before you eat or when you're feeling hungry, you've accessed a higher frequency just for the 5 seconds. After the yawning, the frequency shuts down. You yawn again, you access that frequency. That frequency is higher than the frequency that is attached to our digestive system. That means that as long as I'm dark-skinned, as long as I'm in Africa, as long as I'm next to the sun, as long as I'm at the North Pole, which is Africa, so long as I'm closer to Congo, as long as this is my pigment, whenever I yawn, I raise my frequency. And that frequency does not attract food abundance to us. We are not poor. There is something else this frequency brings closer to us. Yeah. When you go to the book of Acts, they replace Judas Iscariot with Matthias. Our digestive system uses a lot of consciousness, feeds on a lot of consciousness, a lot of arrangement in food. But whoever is benefiting from this food we eat through our mouth is not us, are other microorganisms. And these microorganisms are spiritual representation of human beings like us, but they no longer see the universe the way we see because they are using one eye or they are using the thoracic cavity. So our digestive system does not benefit us even more than 30%. No, it's less than that. It's less than 10% of the food we eat, the one that is absorbed into our digestive system, into our bloodstream, is compared to the food we eat, does not make sense. So we have a second system that is supposed to be used to harness energy. You see, things like bees, butterflies, flies, they use scent. They use scent to harness energy. Like scent is energy. So after the digestive system, this is the biggest system as far as harnessing of energy is concerned, and digestive system is dropped. It's still attached to you, but you're no longer using your digestive system to access energy and supply energy into your bloodstream. Now imagine the things. Imagine how your body cells will process energy when you're using scent as one of the main forms for harnessing energy. Because you look at the respiratory system, it is direct. Breathing, lungs, blood. There is nothing like it has to go to the stomach, stay in the stomach, go through the small intestines. More substances are secreted into the digestive, in the small intestines, then the large intestines, then there's absorption of, then there are kidneys. No. Respiratory system, direct, few minutes out. Direct, few minutes out. It's so interesting that we feed on energy through our ears, we feed on energy through our eyes, we feed on energy through our respiratory system, we feed on energy through our digestive system, we feed on energy through our feelings. It is rising, it's going up and up and up. But now, as far as the continent of Africa is concerned, we have to drop competing with other countries, with other continents, as with regard to use of digestive system to harness energy. We have to stop competing with other countries as far as food is concerned. We now have something bigger, the respiratory system. We want to build bigger things. We want to access spaceships. We want to go higher, a notch higher. This. And if we use the respiratory system and we start perfecting use of respiratory system to harness energy, the stars come closer because the atmosphere is closer to the stars. The planet, the physical realm, pushes stars away. Respiratory system, feminine energy, combined, merged with masculine dimensions, we get closer. We are closer, very close, very close. And that's why we have to turn our attention away from the west, away from the east. We come back home. We come back to Israel. We start our own system. And those guidance, that's why I go back to one of my favorite books, the Bible. It gives us, it has all the directions, the maps, every detail in the universe, every map in the universe starts from the Bible. Every map, anywhere in the galaxies, anywhere, right there. You can use the Bible to build a spaceship. As easy as that. That is how wonderful that book someone misled us, misinterpreted for us. Because we are the ones who came up with the Bible. I don't know how it went back, came up with a different printout. But the Bible, we know the Bible more than anyone else. So we need that book, not because it's important. No, we just need it to guide us. Once it has guided us, you don't even need it anymore because the system runs in us from head to toe.
Huh. Good people of Earth, please leave your thoughts of what you think about that.
It is quite strange. A sign of the coming apocalypse. A lifelong friend of mine has lived in many different parts of Africa for almost 40 years. She has spent 30 of those years working directly with elephants, conducting behavioral research. She just told me that she and her colleagues are witnessing all of them moving to higher ground. They have been extremely restless the past few weeks, and just within the last few days, they began freaking out. After this, my friend and her colleagues began contacting other wildlife officials and experts across the entire world. Every single one of them were told that all of their animals are running for the hills. Now my friend and her colleagues are warning everyone that some global unprecedented cataclysmic event is about to happen. The animals don't lie. The animals are running for high ground. They believe that either a global earthquake or tsunami is coming. They don't know for sure, but they know we don't have much time left. That was March 9th, 2024 at 5:30 p.m. And we have also in April the weird where we have the total eclipse coming. There are some weird things going on this year in 2024. For sure, we know that the time is at hand for the Lord's return. As it says in Revelation 22:12, "Behold, I come quickly. My reward is with me to give to every man according to his works it shall be. I am the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, and they that have the right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without are the dogs, the sorcerers, the whoremongers, murderers, idolaters, and whosoever loveth to make a lie."
Oh, peace and good vibes, man. Look at this book here. Some mysterious book with a weird type of cover. This cover looks like it's made of metal. Oh my god. Why would someone make a book with a metal cover? Maybe just for scaring people purposes, or what do you think? Leave your comments about this. Or maybe for storage. Maybe this way, that is why this book was able to last long up to this time when people are now seeing it. You see, even if we cannot interpret what's in the book, we can see it and be surprised how it has been able to survive all those years. You see, good vibes to yourself, man. And thanks to all those guys that have clicked in today. If it's your first time, big up to yourself. You see, here we're all about spreading love, forgiveness. You forgive those that wrong you, see, unconditionally, and spread love to them, you see. That way, people will be full of good vibes and honesty. Because they like sadness, fear, trauma. The energy is called loosh.
The topic of addictions of the reptilians. Humans have some addictions like alcohol, drugs, sugar. Reptilians have different
Are addicted to fear.
addictions. Yeah,
Right.
addiction to torture,
Yes.
to this energy. So
Right.
please explain.
Putting a human being to a low vibrational state by creating a circumstance in their life puts them into a depressive state, would then give off an energy they like, because they like sadness, fear, trauma, and especially tears. So somebody, with their head in their hands crying, the energy is called loosh, and it's very, very high powered energy. For them, very, very, very. They would somehow calculate an event, even in dream. I mean, I've had dreams where I've been crying in a dream, and I know that the 4D, it's been mixed. So they're addicted to doing that. They're also addicted to the which is in the blood, which when you bring a human being to the highest state of fear that it can be in, the most extreme state of fear, a chemical is run through the body. It's not a nice topic, but blood is then got from them at that point. That chemical is inside the blood.
Yes.
So you take that, if that is consumed, the high is the highest high that you can get.
So
that is sold on the black market. Satanists sell it.
that's why they do those rituals.
Yes, that's one of the reasons. Yeah.
Now, but the amazing thing is people don't know the solar eclipse is happening on the very same day as the original plagues of the 3 days of darkness began.
No.
Yes.
Okay,
It's on the very same day.
This one we're
This
going to have.
April 8th is the very day of the 3 days of darkness plagues began in the original
land of Egypt.
Exodus. Yes.
Unbelievable. Is this a warning then? Is God's? It's going. We got the Nineveh and the Jonah towns going through, but I mean, what kind of warning is this?
Great question. Here's the thing. In Genesis 1:14, God declared the sun and the moon were for signs.
Right.
The only signs they can give is eclipses. All right. And the nice thing about eclipses, no false prophet can manipulate it.
No.
Okay. And they speak to every language, tribe, nation, and tongue.
Yep.
They don't need to be translated.
Nope.
Solar eclipse means judgment is coming upon a nation. Lunar eclipse refers to judgment coming upon Israel.
Okay.
Now, get a load of this. There has only been, since we become a nation in 1776, there has only been 8 total solar eclipses that have completely crossed the United States. I'm not talking about one that just clips California or Florida. I'm talking that traverses the whole United States horizontally or vertically. There's only been 8 since we became a nation.
Wow.
And guess when they occurred? 2 of them occurred during the Revolutionary War. 3 of them occurred during the Civil War. 2 of them occurred during the Vietnam War. Are we getting a hint of what this means?
Oh, no.
And so now in the 2000s, there was 2017, and now this one in 2024, and it's like a bullseye. It forms an X right over the United States. Now, here's what's amazing. Of those 8, only one, which was the one 7 years ago, it only crossed the United States and no other country. The other ones crossed Mexico and Canada and US or something like that. But the United States was singled out with
Just
the one
one.
7 years ago.
Yes.
Once.
Wow.
And now we have April 8th on Nisan 1. That Nisan 1 is the same day the glory of God fell. It's the same day at the inauguration ceremony of Moses' tabernacle. Okay, this is when this eclipse crosses these 2 places in the United States. And it's definitely God wants to communicate with us. People have to understand God wants to communicate. These eclipses are communications directly from God warning us of what's coming.
I mean, this is without a question a biblical sign. I was telling people earlier that, you know, you got the solar eclipses. That's God made. When you have a lunar eclipse or a blood moon that you were so famous in bringing forward, that's a God sign. There's 2 different types of locusts coming. You know, we know that. You know, there's all of these signs that are coming right now are all God signs. They're not man-made, not man manipulated. It isn't Y2K.
Right.
Okay. It's not the Mayan calendar.
Right.
It's not Harold Camping predicting the rapture,
Right.
all of which
Exactly.
man made and failed. These are God's signs. You can't run from these. These are biblical, right?
That's the whole point. See, the problem is the church is on the wrong calendar because our regular calendar is based only on the sun.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
And Iran uses the same calendar we do. Okay. Then you have the Muslim calendar, which is only based on the moon. Now they're both scientifically accurate, but they're not the one God uses. Like if I'm meeting with you, we have a 2 or 3 hour time difference.
Right.
If we're going to meet, we got to agree on what time.
Right.
God is the master of time. And if you're a slave, who controls your time? The master.
The master
He tells you when to go to bed, when to get up, when to do this. God, the first commandment, most people don't realize, you know, the very first commandment wasn't given on Mount Sinai. The very first commandment was given in Egypt, and it was get on my calendar. Nisan 1 is the first day. He wants his people on his calendar. Well, in Genesis 1:14, it says, let them determine the times. Not let the sun, not let the moon. But the reason why, you can only have a solar eclipse on a new moon. You can only have a lunar eclipse on a full moon.
That's
so
true.
that's why he says, okay, your months are based on the new moon. This is why I can communicate with you.
Yep.
Okay. Passover and Sukkot are on a full moon, so I can communicate with you.
Because it's the appointed times. Appointed times.
Exactly. It's
Oh man, please, there's no need to argue. Should not just spread doubt.
Now you see, this is the compass, and this is the ball magnet, float on water. So it's like a compass. Now it's pointed to north, right? But why the compass pointed to north, not moving moving to north. You see, if you have a magnet, the compass will move to magnet. While compass float on water will point to north, but not moving to north. Think about all the compass point to north is not because there's a north pole, north magnetic pole attract the compass, but there's a current, east-west direction current in the atmosphere around the Earth, induce all the compass pointed to north, also produce polar light at night time. There is a wastewater moving current around the Earth constantly, induced by sunlight energy. All the scientists are wrong. They don't know why compass pointed to north. They lied. The Earth has a molten core produce magnetic field around the Earth. It's all lies. They lied everything. Check out my other videos.
The following footage was sent to me by a woman named Maggie, and it literally piqued my interest. In reviewing this footage, I found something very interesting about this. First, you need to know why this caused her to have her landlord pull the security footage. So her vehicle's vehicle in the footage. It was locked up tight. When she went outside, all of her stuff was on the ground. Nothing was taken, but everything was outside of the vehicle. So in pulling the security footage, she's reviewing it and notices something weird, something paranormal. What looks like a cloud masses at the top of the screen and comes down on top of her vehicle, stays there, and then it moves off and starts solidifying into like a dark shadow. You can see the beginning of what looks like an actual entity, a being. I do not believe this is a ghost. I actually think she captured something even much more rare that's only theorized among paranormal investigators, in that this is a supernatural creature, being, vampire, using cloaking to hide itself. With this day and age, our technology is picking up everything, and this just goes to show you everything's being recorded, and now these creatures that are hidden are now being seen. Take a look at this footage and tell me what you think. Is this a coincidence, or is this truly a supernatural creature being filmed using its cloaking mechanisms? Tell me what you think.
See, it's up top. And it goes over the black car. And it stays there for a while. And then it's like it's walking. There's a dark thing down at the bottom.
Oh, good people of Earth. Thank you very much for watching up to this far, man. Lots of love and respect to yourself. You see, that's always a good vibes gesture, full of love. And I always wish the universe will reward you and God to bless you in incredible ways. You see? And please kindly, never ever leave without hitting the like button. You see? That way these videos will reach millions of people across the whole world. And will infect the whole world with love. You see? Big vibes to everybody. And today, now to close the show, you see, I've been mentioning people's name and I've never said my name. until they're of late now, you see. And they'll keep on reminding you of that name so that you don't forget. That Y311H. You can never always address me by that, and I'll be very proud, you see. And today's big up and shout outs goes to these guys. One of them is called at Ferrara Snap. Big vibes and much love to yourself. At Monica DeVries. DeVries, big vibes, man. Much love to yourself. At Two Fuzzies, aka at Richie the 13th. You see, those are good vibes, people. They have been leaving comments there. You see, may God always bless you and reward you in incredible ways. At Gina DMC, at Bazemaster, at Minimalist, big up, man. Much love to yourself there with Josie, always doing great stuff. You see, big up, yeah, to all those people. Even at Ramasu there, they are always telling us that they have come with the realization to stuff. You see, there is always good vibes, man. You see, humans are full of wonders. Respect to yourself. In the next video, you'll mention a few other guys, you see, and keep on waiting. Good vibes video will come soon. Bye bye, much love.